when you learn to put yourself first, like life just changes. Your perspective, your interactions, your thought process, how you show up for yourself, everything changes. And without further ado, I'm Nikki Sarang. If you are new here, I create content on fashion sustainability and also personal style. And I have noticed I have been rambling and just venting about my season and where I am at in life. So if that sounds like your jam, just continue to watch the video, like, share, and subscribe. And I'm just gonna jump into this video. So it's been raining for multiple days since pretty much this weekend. Today is Tuesday and the weather is pretty much in the 60s. So if you're a person that loves to layer like myself, this is like your perfect weather. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to share some of my thrift finds with jackets and coats. And yeah, so without further ado, I keep saying without further ado. That is not my script. Why am I claiming that, right? So anywho, I just literally walked through the door from work, really chill and laid back. This is a suit that I thrifted this year. And I believe I paid like under like $5 for this suit. Place it in the cleaners, and here you go. I wore these silver sneakers. I just didn't want to fight with the rain. I have like a satin button down, which is so cool, and like I'm still chic, and very minimum jewelry, just some earrings, one that I lost this morning. But this ring here, look at this. Look how cute this is. It's actually two separate rings. This ring goes like that. And then here you go. But I was at my desk and I didn't like how this ring looked alone. So I got creative and just did this whole, you know, take on this ring. Anywho, so let's just jump into the coats. I have like, I don't know how many like jackets and coats here in the floor. I don't have a certain order. I'm just going to pick up and throw on to share. But I remember that this faux fur was like $10.24. And I don't have anything that is this color in my closet, so I thought for the $10 it was great to have or add on to my wardrobe. And I plan to style this in a very the juxtaposition as far as being dressy and also casual. Finding a great like hat or scarf to go with this. I live in Atlanta, so I've noticed during fall and winter seasons, you have to layer, because one minute it could be like 60s now, where this will be a little too much. But in the morning, it could be like brick cold. So I would consider this more of a layering piece. This is a little more on the thick side. However, for $10, I cannot beat it. There's nothing wrong. There's functioning pockets. And actually, I found $2 in this coat. Like, thank you. And this is a boy and girl. Here's the inside. Nothing wrong with this at all. I just have to place in the cleaners. The next one is this genuine leather. Jeez, this genuine leather burgundy oversized leather jacket. It is super duper oversized. I love that it is. I plan to style this with some oversized like cargo pants, or even a wide leg leather pant, or even just a dress or a skirt. I just love how this leather jacket just falls like over me. I love that the sleeves are over my hand, come over my hand. And I have broad shoulders, so I can get away with this type of like silhouette or structure, oversized, because my shoulders are wide. Hate to say it, they're wide. But anywho, I love the color. I don't see myself actually like button this like jacket up, but let me turn around. Oh. Style right bomb.com. Now I did purchase some kitten thong sandals from Walmart. Let me go grab them. That is like the perfect color. Like when it's starting to get like really chilly, like how it is today. If it was like no rain, I can get away with this like very like thin leather jacket, the plate on the burgundy kitten thong sandal. And I really need something to store all of my shoes so I can see what I have and what I don't have. But I believe that this is the only like wine color burgundy shoe that I have, but I can see myself wearing this all the way up to fall. Follow me here. So we have those like sandal boot that's been like trending pretty much like since last year. Miu Miu specifically has that one out, leather, and it's a thong with a kitten heel. Like, hello, I will definitely be wearing this in the fall as well. And then those those shoes, I can't think of the name of the shoe, but it looks like a hoof an animal like foot, where the toe, there's a split in between the big toe and the rest of your toes. Like they have socks that you can wear with that as well. Like even if you wanted to, you know, be very, if you wanted to be different and stand out, like you can like purchase one of those socks and also like rock a like thong sandal as well. Like it's so many different ways that you can like play around with the thong or having your feet exposed during the fall season. So yeah, look at this. And I love this color. I love that this wine, cranberry, deep wine color. Love it, love it, love it, love it. This was also obviously thrifted. I don't recall how much this was, probably under $20. And then I have another leather piece. This is not thick at all. I wouldn't pull this out if it was brick cold, but again, fall season, 60s, maybe 50s or whatnot. Look at this. This is like a teal bluish green leather jacket. I love the buttons. This is definitely vintage. And then also buttons there. And let me turn around. How cute. How cute. So styled correctly, I do have some like teal bluish greenish color boots that I purchased, I want to say from Shein last year. I'm sure it's a dupe of something, and I will place it up on the screen so you guys can see. I plan to style it possibly with that, but I don't know, other ways as well, pulling this color out like this with a nice, like, I'm not even sure yet. I just love this color. I'm not even sure. I definitely would play off of the actual color of the jacket, but this was also for under $20. I don't see myself parting ways with this. I love it down. I mean, but everything is in top-notch condition. And actually, I remember looking this up online just to get an idea, and I actually saw some folks reselling this or selling this the same leather jacket either from Poshmark or these other like pre-love or vintage online stores. So not that I needed the validation. Sometimes I'm just curious on like, okay, what's going on with the pieces that I have, and are people actually trying to resell it for a higher price, which they are, that I purchased. Now this faux leather vest, it doesn't have a label, but it's in great condition. I got this from the Goodwill under probably $7. I love how this just fit the silhouette, the focus on the shoulders. I buttoned that like wrong. I love, love, love this down. I can see myself wearing this very casual with some jeans and some boots. And even if I needed to dress this up, I can do that as well. And during the like fall season, mentioning Atlanta weather, when the weather, there I go, and the weather's changing, you know, it's fall, right? Here in Atlanta, this is how it goes down. It's cold in the morning, and then after lunch or in the afternoon, it tends to warm up. This is definitely a great layering piece where I can really just, you know, chill. It's comfortable. It's not a lot going on. And it's just like, for me, it's really fly. Love, cannot wait to style. This will be a very easy piece to style because of the color and obviously just the texture, not texture, I'm sorry. The silhouette. I really need to slow down. I feel like I'm talking at 100 miles per hour. But yeah, the silhouette is definitely trending with the exaggerated shoulders. Because I have broad shoulders, I feel like this, I feel confident wearing this. Like, this is not overly exaggerated, but it plays within the trend. And I just love how, you know, very like feminine it looks with the way that this cross over one another. Like, I love. Love, love, love. All right. I've had this for a few years. And this is also something that I'm not parting with. I love to rock this very casual. Jeans, maybe some sneakers. I don't, and the times that I have worn this was never like on the dressy side. It was just like, I looked as if I just was running out of the door and I grabbed this jacket and that's that. Like, I've gone grocery shopping. And this, I have like ran like errands or just hanging out with someone. I have worn this very casual because the coat is doing enough, right? And animal print is actually trending for fall 25 as well. So, and I feel like animal print will never go out of style. You just have to style it differently if you want to keep it looking current. So here's a faux leather brown blazer trench. Gosh, how would I? It's very oversized. It really don't even like fit me. It's so very oversized, but I like that. I could definitely use this as a layering piece if I have like a sweater on or something very thick underneath and I don't want to bust out and sweating bullets because I have a huge, excuse me, a huge jacket along with like multiple layers of like fall or winter like pieces on. So I love that this is faux leather and it's kind of, it is on the thin side. And I love the color. I don't have anything like this in my wardrobe. This is like just a vibe. And I want to say that I have some boots or some shoes to go with this because I did actually end up wearing this probably early part of this year or last year. But anywho, this was definitely under $20. I can't remember what specific thrift store that I got this from, but who cares, right? Who cares? It's a vibe, it's a vibe, it's a vibe. And next, I also have more on the sleek side. There's no belt. I remember getting this from the Goodwill. But I love, and actually this had the tags on it as well. So sleek. Like I can just see myself just grabbing this. And I would also wear this like very just casual. Like I'm not doing too much the way I plan to style this. Yeah, brand new. There's nothing wrong with this at all. And what brand is this? This is Bailey. It's maybe like a men's coat. But who cares? Who cares, right? All right. Let me grab one more. I love this. I love this. I got this off of Poshmark. It was on my my feed for items, you know, the shopping feed or whatever you want to call it. And I automatically, without any doubt, just decided to purchase this. It's nothing wrong with this at all. This is a piece. I've worn this to work a couple of times, and every time I've worn this to work, it's a vibe. I get the attention. I love the colors, the red, the tan, the brown, the black, the blue. I love that it is probably a dupe off of Burberry, but this just jazzes up like your look, your outfit. It doesn't even matter what you have underneath, which it would for me, but just look at this. Just, what? Love, love, love. The pockets, there's no holes in the pockets. There's nothing going on with this jacket. Well, not jacket, but this is like a trench. And forgive me, whenever I'm shooting like content, the words just lose my mind, you know? I mean, and again, I have to accept the season that I am in right now. This season, I'm focusing on Nikki, and I am not allowing myself to get distracted. I've learned from trial and error, like my love language is to be able to support my family. So I'm not like, for instance, I'm not the type that's going to be like, I love you a million times, or mushy or anything like that, because I didn't really grow up in a household where we hugged and each other and told each other we love each other, or my parents, all the time. So my love language is to support you, whether it is being an ear, financial, any means of, or any way of supporting you during whatever you're going through. That is how I show up. And gift giving, I think that's one of the love languages as well. Well, it probably can be the same of one, right? So because I'm that type of person, I've always put people in front of myself, and I've had to learn the hard way to put myself first. And then if I can help others or be there, then, so be it. But if I can't, then I can't pour from my cup if I don't have anything, to pour from. So that, excuse me, that is where I'm at right now in this season. And also, when I'm focusing on myself, I tend to and fall back into my solitude. Like when I have goals that I'm trying to achieve and I see myself falling off, I'm a Libra. So when I'm off balance, then I have to be alone to focus on myself and my goals. And me being alone and not dealing with anyone can sometimes be take it personal. But if you know me, you know that it's not personal. She'll reach out when she can. That's just like her personality, right? So it's like a lot of things. And also just being grateful for what I have. I've never been the type of person that want to be like the Joneses. Now, do I want to put my best foot forward and have experiences? And do I have a bucket list? Of course, But I've never been a person that I want to chase after what someone else has, or try to be something that I am not. And where I'm going with that is just giving myself grace and being very grateful and appreciate where I am at in life, because it could be much worse. And also just looking back to see my growth and how far I've come, and focusing forward, looking forward, and not focusing on the past, and looking at everything with the glass half empty. So where am I going with that? So anywho, where I'm going with that is I was just basically thinking of relocating to a different property because there's so many freaking pets that's in my community. And I feel like it's overpopulated with pets, where when I walk out of my building, my clothes, because of the freaking like air, there's like a stench that I don't care for. And I feel that because there's so many freaking pets and there's not enough like green area, meaning grass, for the dogs to do their thing, that literally on the hour there's probably 10 to 20 pets that's constantly, doing that thing. And the air is just not, it's it's just not clean. So anywho, I spoke to someone at my office, and I know that I can transfer, like when my lease is up, I can transfer to another property. So there is another property which is brand spanking new, probably maybe 5 to 6 years as far as a new build, right? I bring that up, and she's just selling it to me. She's like, yeah, it has this, it has that, it has events, blah blah, just selling this property to me. And then she mentions, yeah, because it's for 55 and up. So I was like, excuse me. So she was like, yeah, like there's not a cap right now as far as I guess the qualifications for the tenants, meaning that you can still be like in your 40s and possibly like qualify or move in or whatever. But yeah, it's for 55 and up. So I was like when the old folks home, like, what? So anywho, I left the office like giggling. I laughed all the way to my place. all the way until I put the key in my door. I was just like, I was so tickled, right? And then later on that evening, I tried to create the same video with the jackets that I've thrifted or my finds. And then I started like spiraling down, like, oh my gosh, I need some Botox, just really criticizing myself so bad. And then I'm just replaying that, conversation with the woman from the office. And I was just like, you know what? I really need to get my stuff together. I started like watching videos on how to remove dye from your hair. So I'm like, okay, I need to go back light and remove this dark color because it's drowning me, it's just, I need a lighter color. Maybe I'll look better. No, 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 no. I'm fine. I am fine. This is me. It is what it is. And even before, when I prepared to sleep, I said to myself, you know what? I have other things that I want to focus on financially. And I just, you know what? It is what it is. Like, I asked about the property. She didn't like bring up the property. And then that is my little insecurity as far as Botox and looking like I am looking the way I'm supposed to be looking, like I've seen worse. Like, I need to just chill. So I'm relearning this Nikki, all alone in solitude, and just gaining all of this wisdom on life. Like, life is truly what you make it, You can either choose to be a victim and whine and complain and be depressed and have all of this anxiety, or you can choose to just, work through your issues with yourself and give yourself some grace, And that is what I am doing. That's why I picked up this camera as soon as I came from work, and I said, I'm gonna do the damn thing. And yeah, and I got 40 subscribers. And I'm gonna drop in the video of me actually gaining one follower, and it was 30. Y'all. So I'm at home working on another video, also working as well, right? And I just go to check out the numbers for my last video, and I gained a subscriber. I gained a subscriber. Like, somebody's rocking with me. Somebody additional to my 38 is rocking with me. Oh my gosh. So, because if I had a group of you, all of you rather, 39 people that rocked with me at my place right now, it would be like super crowded. It would be literally a party. Thank you. Thank you. I just had to record this. I tried to call my daughter on FaceTime, but she's also working remote, because I just wanted to scream in her ear and be like, guess what? And then just drive. I have another subscriber. My number went up. So major for a person that loves freaking fashion. I'm not going to say the other word, die, because I definitely believe in manifestation. But, thank you. All right. I'm going to end this. All right. And I was on the couch the other day. I'm rambling, but anyhow, I was on the couch probably Sunday, and I have been telling myself that I'm not going to like create this unnecessary anxiety when I post, and just let things flow the way they're supposed to, because this is my passion. I am just going with the flow and just letting out my creative like juices, right? And I was like, I have 40 subscribers. That is major. I'm telling you, if all 40 of my subscribers was in my crib right now. Party. So yeah, that's what's up. That is what's up. And then last, and I'm gonna close this video out. I was scrolling on TikTok, and this one of my, I'm assuming, I'm not even sure if this person's my friend, but anyhow, I did heart the video. He said, you know why your videos are not popping? Because you're not creating your videos like you doing like FaceTime. Like you doing these scripts, you know, they don't go with your personality. And, you know, these days, like content is literally you just FaceTiming, you know, whoever, your friend or whatever. Just pretend you're just FaceTiming someone and not do the scripts. I was like, damn, you know what? That is right. Because I'm not really showing my personality because I'm in my head trying to make sure I hit, you know, the points or the so-called script. And it's not working for me because it's so freaking frustrating. So anyhow, I have to close out this video because I'm way over time. But I hope you enjoy the pieces that I shared. I am, from this point on, only thrifting like fall pieces and pieces that complement obviously my wardrobe, the color, the silhouette, my personal style, and then watching some of the like latest fall runways, and then just doing my own spin as far as styling and getting inspiration from the, you know, runways. So anyhow, like, share, and subscribe, and to my 40 subscribers, thank you so much. And if you're new here, if this is your jam, please like and subscribe. All right, see you in the next. Bye.